governments all across the world keep their information secure and hidden from inquisitive eyes. Conspiracy theorists and those looking to learn the truth about what our governments are doing have made these locations their focus points. In this video, we will be looking at some of the secret bases the government doesn't want you to know. But before that, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more amazing content. Now, let's begin. Number 5. Yulin Naval Base. With almost 10 million inhabitants, Yulin Naval Base in Hainan Island is the most populous island in China. Additionally, it is a popular destination for tourists, especially in the southern half of the island, where there are gorgeous beaches and resorts. And the majority of visitors have no notion that it could also be one of China's most classified bases. This is due to the fact that it is thought that the nation has constructed a sizable subterranean naval station only a few miles from the city of Sonia on a secluded section of the southern shoreline. The Yulin Naval Base has undergone extensive construction over the past 2 decades, and although there is no conclusive proof of its existence, satellite imagery from a variety of intelligence organizations has revealed what looks like to be a Shanghai submarine entering it. It would be the perfect place to send submarine fleets into the South China Sea undetected, given its proximity to the continental shelf. Furthermore, China is attempting to take a greater influence over it. According to sources, the naval station has room for up to 20 nuclear submarines and may possibly be able to accommodate several aircraft carriers. Additionally, it has been predicted that it would soon be able to serve as the operational hub for many aircraft carrier groups. As a result, military operations have increased in the area. Number 4. Dugway Proving Ground. The Dugway Proving Ground is a facility that the U.S. Army first created in 1942 as a place to perform biological and chemical weapons research. It is situated about 85 miles southwest of Salt Lake City in Utah. It is surrounded by mountain ranges on 3 sides and has a surface area of around 1,200 square miles, which is comparable to Rhode Island size. Since it was so classified at the time, not even the locals knew there was a military installation there. It was initially utilized to try to create new weaponry for use during the Second World War. After the war, it was first shuttered in 1946. However, it was reopened during the outbreak of the Korean War. Since then, it has gained recognition as an official base, although details of what occurs there are still tightly kept secret. There have been a number of accidents connected to the facility, including the strange deaths of 6,200 sheep in a neighboring valley in 1968, which were eventually traced to VX gas, and the unintentional spread of anthrax to numerous other US locations in 2015. Hundreds of weapons tests and experiments involving dangerous materials had indeed taken place at Dugway, according to a report published in 1994. And you can only speculate as to what is happening there right now. Number 3. Siachen Glacier. There are some regions of the world where militaries take a much greater interest than you might anticipate. The Siachen Glacier, however, is possibly the most enigmatic of all. It is situated on the border between India and Pakistan and is a part of the Eastern Karakoram mountain range. However, despite it being formally under Indian authority, the two nations have been at war over it since the 1970s. The 47-mile-long glacier has an elevation range of 18,000 to 11,000 feet above sea level, and at some times of the year, the waters may be as cold as -58 degrees Fahrenheit. Despite its hazardous surroundings, it continues to be referred to as the highest battleground on Earth. The Indian military is thought to have constructed a subglacial base to sustain troops that monitor the surface in order to enable their control over the glacier. Although the size of the station is unknown, estimates suggest that the Indians' army presence generates up to a ton of rubbish daily, which is thrown on the glacier. Additionally, it is known that India has built extensive networks of oil pipelines through the glacier to supply outposts and caps. Additionally, India has used blasting to alter the landscape to suit its purposes, having a negative impact on the ecosystem in the area. But because of all this activity, the glacier is retreating at a rate that is much faster than it has ever done. Therefore, even if the base isn't officially confirmed, by 2035, when the glacier is only anticipated to be about a fifth of its current extent, we'll all likely know for sure. Number 2. Porton Down. Probably the most well-known government building in the UK is Porton Down. However, despite the fact that its presence has been acknowledged in writing, the projects that are carried out there continue to be the most classified among the participating nations. The First World War's employment of new chemical weapons by the Germans prompted their initial opening in 1916, and soon afterwards, the Germans began to hunt for ways to protect against them and to develop new ones of their own. Since then, Porton Down operations have been scaled up and down in accordance with official policy and the challenges that the globe is currently facing. Furthermore, it now houses various commercial businesses as well as the nation's health authority, in addition to classified military research labs. It is known that between 89 and 20,000 persons participated in various trials during the tests that were conducted there. Additionally, it was where the VX nerve agent was initially developed in 1952 and where CS gas was first created. You can't help but wonder what still goes on behind those secret walls now that samples of some of the most deadly viruses in the world, like Ebola, anthrax, and the plague, are housed there, and why things are kept just as secret as they always have been. Number 1. Harp Research Station, Alaska. The U.S. Air Force, Navy, the local university, and the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA, collaborated to build the Harp Research Station, which stands for High Frequency Active Aurora Research Program, near Coconut, Alaska, for the first time in 1993. The station's stated mission was to investigate the ionosphere of the Earth and work on improving communication and surveillance systems there. In essence, the facility is a high-powered, high-frequency transmitter that emits a 3 to 6 megawatt continuous or pulsed signal into the ionosphere. On the surface, it appears like the administrators of the research facility have been open and honest about their efforts to discover the mysteries of our atmosphere's highest altitudes. But there are several indications that everything could not be as it seems. The emissions from the station have interfered with surrounding ecosystems for an as-yet unexplained cause, in addition to affecting local communities' capacity to use technology. It cost more than $250 million to build, and several agencies are involved in its operation. There are rumors that the true purpose of the research station is to work on developing a method of mind control, weaponizing weather systems, or covertly intercepting electronic communications as they travel through the ionosphere. It is impossible to tell for sure whether HARP is a super-secret weapons facility with a science experiment as a cover story, or exactly what they claim it is, but it isn't impossible. That's it, guys! We have always relied on Google Maps to provide us with the most detailed information on locations, from entire continents to our own homes on the streets. But were you aware of these covert bases? Forget it. The clever search engine can no longer deceive us by miserably blotting out or photoshopping locations off the map, including whole nations, because the truth is out. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Leave a like, share with your friends and families, and jot down your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.